I saw this and I had to chuckle so hard at this because it is so ridiculous. So Baldur's Gate 3 artists blast abysmal quality of WizKid's new Dungeons and Dragons crossover mini set. That's not acceptable. Gee, I would I wonder which one is the new set. A comparison between the advertised and delivered versions of WizKid's Carlac Mini as featured on their in their Baldur's Gate 3 set of Dungeons and Dragons minis. So it's like the whole Mom, I want Carlac. Mom, we have Carlac at home. Carlac at home. Bargain bin version. A discovery that can truly only be described as an insult on every level. Players who have purchased WizKid's Baldur's Gate 3 themed box set of Dungeons and Dragons miniatures are finding that their new figures are not just low quality, but arguably some of the lowest quality ever produced. Intended for those dedicated D&D players who like to add a physical element to their pen and paper adventures, which, I mean, I'm more of a physical person, so if there was more like a map kind of layout or figures or something, I mean, I wouldn't play it, but if someone was to ask me to play it, I might be more inclined to play it. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, hey, I have this, let's go play Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, I tried it once, and I'm just like, I'm bored. I'm bored. But if there was like a map drawn or, you know, figures or something, you know, maybe be more inclined because I can't just sit there and read off a paper or, you know, I like to be able to visualize. I mean, the imagination is just fine, but, you know, like I would be like if, you know, I was doing something like that or, you know, I was just where any kind of game where I'm like, where you have a dungeon master, I would just be the, because, you know, I do the voices, I do sounds, and, you know, and most people wouldn't go above and beyond like that for the most part. Like you used to watch was it Critical Role, and you have like Matthew Mercer, and like he just gets into it. I'm like, that looks fun. But, you know, I'm sitting around watching my friends play, and I'm like, this is so boring. This is so boring. But if we had like you know, figures or something. The latest entry in the game's Icons of the Realms line allows you, any given dungeon master, to introduce several Baldur's Gate 3 characters. And 7 recruitable party members. Astarion, Gale, Shadowheart, Karlach, Weil, and Lae'zel. As well as the game's record keeper, Withers, into their campaigns. Developed by WizKids. Sorry, they look so bad. By WizKids via a IP license from Wizard of the Coast. The full set of 7 pre-painted figures as packaged in a displayable bubble box. Hit stores in February. And it's currently being sold by most major retailers and independent game stores for about $50. Those look like the good ones. Like those look like what you're supposed to get. Unfortunately, as players have discovered and recently highlighted on social media, rather than a miniature even remotely resembling the pre-release images released by WizKids, the new Baldur's Gate 3 figures instead look like they were made by a blind person who not only had no reference for what people looked like, but was under threat of death if they depicted one accurately. You're gonna make them, and you're gonna make them like you've never seen a person before in your life. But I haven't seen a person before in my life. What I ordered versus what I received compared Baldur's Gate 3 senior cinematic artist Lodi Cicelli, between the set's marketing material and the actual figures he received. Oh god. Only Gale has a decent base. It's expensive for a 5-year-old painting work. Shame on you, wizards and D&D. What the fuck is that? It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power. This is official Wizards D&D Baldur's Gate 3 miniature. Sold in a set of 7 for $50. Stop giving money to people that don't care about the hobby or product. Yeah. What the fuck is this? Hello, can you please help me, sir? You, Squire Boy? I need some help, please. Glad I'm not the only one who had a problem with the minis. Can't even get an email back from them to get a refund because Shadow Heart came headless. He doesn't have a head. Oh, that's terrible. Not only do these things look like they were made in some kind of middle school art class, this one doesn't even come with a head. And sold separately. What the fuck is this? And far from just a social being nitpicked by a few players on Twitter, the set it's currently facing same backlash on its Amazon page. These figures are smaller than I anticipated and not greatly detailed, wrote one customer. I would be pleased with them for $15 to $20, but not for $50. No. No. These minis are absolutely not worth the asking price, warned another disappointed fan. When I bought them, I had no idea what size I was getting. I thought it would be comparable to the 40K mini, especially for the price. What I got was barely visible mini similar to size to a toy soldier. So, like, this big? It's still bigger than my wee-wee. If not worse. The quality is in the gutter on top of it. None of them really showing the depth I'd expect from an officially licensed product. Please do not waste your time if the plan is for a display and collection. In putting a stamp on the entire situation, met with similar lamentation of from a fellow Twitter user. I also got them, and most of them are this scuffed. Is this even a normal thing? Is this even a normal for this tiny figs? Not even talking about how I paid $30 for customs and tax, get them shipped to the EU. I can't accept a difference. I can accept a difference from what they advertise, but that, come on, that's not acceptable. It's hilarious. It's sad, but hilarious. No official response. Of course they're not going to respond. Oh, it doesn't even have a head. Oh, that's so beautiful. That's gorgeous. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, she's like going to the Special Olympics and she's, prepping herself and hyping herself up. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do the best I can. Like, what is this? This isn't like some kind of small project, where people are making their own figures in their home. These are officially licensed. What is this? This is what we're talking about. I don't care that they're small. There are I've seen people on YouTube create miniatures and their paint jobs are immaculate. There is no reason for this. This looks sloppily done. Again, it looks like they're figures that were made in a middle school art class. Like, there's no reason or excuse for this, especially if it's an officially licensed product. This isn't just, oh hey class, we're going to be making miniatures today, or I've got these miniatures, oh, you can go ahead and paint them. No, these are supposed to be professionally done. What the fuck is this? What is this? I mean, I don't know how many of you who are subscribed or even watching this video right now have even bought these. And if you have, let me know. Let me know. In fact, I'm just because I'm interested. I'm interested. I mean, it's possible that some people got things resembling this, but like look at just the right here on the shoulder, how detailed. And it's like, what's this? Like the lips aren't like, where are the lips? Like this one, she's like, this one is more like, I have acts. Like it's insane that people paid $50 thinking they were gonna get like these beautiful figures, and they get this. And then I get to tend to the rabbits. Like what the fuck? Like even the eyes don't even look right. And well, she's looking this. She's kind of looking down. Like she's kind of like this one's just kind of like, but it's goofy. It's goofy. Like what is that? That hair is not even detailed. Like right here, you can see the straps and what is this? What the fuck is this? Like you can clearly see spikes right there. I don't know why anyone would even pay $20. This is not professional. I understand it's just for like visuals or collectibles, but it again, I've seen people on YouTube with less money able to paint the most immaculate kind of figures, whether it be this big or a bigger. They're able to do it. This is professionally done. Like collectors, this is, and again, this is what we're talking about with companies. They think you're stupid and that you're just gonna waste your money on some slot product. Like really, does that look like something you want to waste your money on? You're promised this and you get this. Like so it's like, Mom, I want Shadowheart. We have Shadowheart at home. Shadowheart at home. It doesn't even come with a head. Like it's ridiculous. And companies keep doing this because they know they can get away with it. The moment people actually start defending themselves and standing up for this, against this, then the companies will listen. But most people are just complicit and they're silent. They're like, it's better than nothing. Don't settle for less. Okay? If you're paying hard-earned money for this stuff, you want it to be a quality product. It doesn't matter if it's being used for you know, Dungeons and Dragons or whatever, or just to display on the wall, you know, on a little display case. Have some pride with it. You know, do not settle for whatever the fuck this is supposed to be. This is current day. This is current day in a nutshell. Just slop, mediocre bullshit, and people were just like, huh, at least we have something. It's better than nothing. And companies continue to do it because they know they can keep getting away with it. Anyway, that's going to do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.